think, it's a grand adventure. It's a war movie to some degree, but at the heart of it, it's actually an emotional drama.
Caesar, obviously, he sort of brought together a very kind of disparate group of orangutans and gorillas and chimpanzees, led them up into Muir Woods, and went about trying to bring them together and form a society which was a peaceful society where all the different species respected each other.
We kind of pitched it as a cross between Pinocchio and Moses, to be completely honest, because he starts off wanting to be a real boy, and by the end he's Moses leading his people to the promised land.
I think the similarity in their problems that the apes and the humans have is that they both are grappling with their own nature, and they're grappling with their impulsive, animalistic, sort of violent side, and the part of them that's capable of empathy and connection. And that's really the human condition.
We don't mean any harm!
They're apes, man. Do you think they understand what you're saying?
Do they look like just apes to you?
Dad.
Malcolm, what are you doing?
Dad.
Malcolm.
It's okay. Go! Okay, we're going.
What's happened in between globally is that this pandemic, the simian flu as it was known as, or became to be known as, had wiped out vast quantities of the world's population. And as I say, the apes are looking out over San Francisco, and gradually these lights are beginning to dim and to become non-existent. So we get a sense that, for all intents and purposes, humanity is gone, that they may well have left, but the sightings have become fewer and fewer. And the way that the ape colony is set up in the hills above, in Muir Woods, and Ape Mountain, which is where they sort of have carved out this amphitheater and created their home.
We are a community that have come together, and we're doing what people are doing. We're trying to rebuild, reconnect with limited resource, a world that we know.
What I thought was exciting about this idea, which was that you would be going a step further toward an ape civilization, was taking that character who was sort of a revolutionary and watch as he became a leader, and a leader really of a group of apes that were all part of a family, so that you could see all the different aspects of Caesar that made you emotional in the first film, and that would hopefully only take you deeper and deeper into that in Dawn. And
being able to record the performance capture in this place and working with all the other actors means you have a coherent performance. Everyone is in the moment together, and that's really what we're trying to do with the new technology we've developed. We've created new versions of the suits with more powerful and more beat-up proof kind of markers, so they can take the environmental stresses that we're putting them through. So the idea is to really be able to get everything that you would in a film with all the difficulties that entails, because that's going to give you the story that you want.
Working in performance capture requires more of an actor than anything else I've ever done. And I have done a lot of stuff in a lot of different, on stage, on screen. It requires not only achieving that whatever the physical thing is, and I don't just mean strength, but I mean whatever that thing is, that where you let the creature breathe through you.
It's the truths and the honesties and the depths of character that lie in the apes that really bring a strength to the characters in the film, and I think in the films we can identify with an ape as, oh, that's me, you know. You can put yourself into, that would be me if I was an ape, you know, which is fun. You know, you don't have to think too far out of the box. You can, it could be real. This could be real, you know.
Planet of the Apes is, it asks a central question, and Caesar really has posed that question, and that is, should one species be more important than another? Should we have the right on this planet to say that, you know, one kind of person is better than another kind of person? I mean, that's what it is underpinning. Any kind of absolute belief system is fundamentally flawed because it doesn't take into account that people are different, and we have to embrace that, and we have to acknowledge that and celebrate it.